Yeah, greetings, people. I'm going to be doing a little segment here, maybe every day, or maybe twice a day, or 3 times a day, called Tea Break. I say big up my daughter of buying me my tea mug with the E for Elijah on it. You know what I mean? So this is courtesy of Tams. Love, big up yourself. Adonai, big up yourself. So we're going to be doing a little video called Tea Break, where I drink my ginger and lemon tea, or my bush teas, what I drink, and talk about certain things. And you guys could also, if you have a tea break, and you drink and you hear what I gotta say. So today's tea break, I'm discussing the world, where we're at, what's going down, especially from the point of us being in the UK, yeah, just coming out of the second lockdown. Where this lockdown was different from the last one, because a lot of things were still going on, but a lot of places where people would meet and that was gone or locked down. A lot of companies have gone bust. Um, you know, they're not coming back. Little companies, big companies. I know a few people who work for themselves, and because they work in the industry of people, they're saying, boy, they might be facing bankruptcy and things like that. So we've got that issue going on, yeah. And at the same time, we've got the wonderful prime ministers and his merry men in the House of Parliament passing laws and legislations, yeah, for people to, take the vaccine, and for the vaccine to be rushed through quickly without any trials. Now, I don't know how learned you are on vaccines and on trials of vaccines, but normally vaccines, when they make vaccines for any impediment, any sickness, any disease, they will make it, and then they will go through a trial period where they do on trials, especially what happened in the 50s when they didn't do those things, and a lot of people got sick and died, and a lot of drug companies got sued as well in the 50s. So they came out with legislations that you have to, do your trials on the vaccines, yeah. So this is a nice cup of tea. So you have to do your trials on the vaccines. These vaccines, what they're rolling out, yeah, I haven't even had 6 months trials. You think about it, because okay, we just come out of the vaccine, the lockdown in June. Then they said that they got to make a vaccine, so they have to find the vaccine and make it. And then now, when a few months later, we've been hearing that they've got the vaccine, they create the vaccine, yeah. So where's the trials of, millions of people of trials? Because normally trials take 10 years, 5 years, 10 years to do a trial on a vaccine before they actually put it out to the general public. But this one's been rushed through. Yeah, no trials, no yearly trials. You can't have a trial on something that you only trialed it for 3 months. You don't know what it's gonna do to a person long time. That's why they take trials for years. But this trials is now 3 months. The population is so terrified and scared of this corona that they're not even using common sense and discernment anymore. People are using discernment anymore, because you should think to yourself, okay, well, am I going to put something in my body that they have not even done a year trial on it? Because they couldn't have done a year trial on it, because corona has not been out for a year yet in Europe. Or at this time last year, it was doing its thing in China. But we're just coming into the 9th month of it. Yeah, 3 more months and it'll be a year. In March, it'll be a year that we've been in this situation in the world, right? Where it came out like this. So no trials have been going on for a year. So how can they be giving people trials? I mean, how can they be bringing it out and pushing it out to the general public and you've not even had a year trials, maybe not even 6 months trials, might even 3 months trials. So how can you be so sure that this is not going to cause harm to some of the public or a minority of the public or everyone in the public? You know. Also, as I said, if I'm not sure how learning you are on vaccines, but with vaccines in the past, and this is what they're doing now with this vaccine, this COVID vaccine, yeah, it's something new and revolutionary, they're calling it. But in the past, when they gave you a vaccine in the past, they would give you a dead virus. Like, for instance, when I went to Africa, they put yellow fever in me, right? Because I couldn't get to go into Africa without having the yellow fever in me, the yellow fever injection. Yeah, so I had the yellow fever injection in me, which is a dead virus, but it put me, it made go in my body, and it actually made me sick. Yeah, after that, I've never took another vaccine again in my life. Yeah, but it made me sick. Yeah, but the point is that it was a dead virus they put in me. Yeah, so then my body could see that, create antibodies, and then if I contact with the live virus, my body would have had an experience of being with the dead virus and able to deal with it. That's the logic of the viruses, why they use dead viruses in that, yeah? But this virus, what they're bringing out, is not. It's a synthetic. Yeah, did you hear me? It's a synthetic. It's something synthetic. RNR. It's modified. It's modified, people. Yeah, it's modified. So, it's new technology, new way that they're doing it. They haven't even had a year of trials. Yeah, and this thing actually modifies you. Boy, yeah, look underneath, look over the teacup. Yeah, this thing modifies you. So the government's gonna use celebrities and sports characters to sell the idea of taking the vaccine. Also, they're going to do scaremongering stuff as well. It's about 50-50 in people who will take and people who won't. Yeah. But as I say to you, people, right? If the vaccine was gone through the proper measures of how it's supposed to, what they do with vaccines that we've been dealing with all our life, using our common sense and our discernment, that they go through years of trials to make sure that this is safe for humans. We're going to turn humans into some zombies creatures or kill off a population of the people in the community. Because we know some of these scientists are some wicked scientists. Not all of these scientists are for humanity. Remember, you have people like Prince Charles, and you have people like his brother William, and Prince Philip talk about culling humans. You know what I mean? Prince Philip said that, we need IEOP because of virus to kill off the world population. So we know that the people who are behind the Economic Forum, Prince Charles, talking about he wants a great reset. We can use this opportunity, what COVID is bringing, to bring a great reset. Words of Prince Charles. Check it out for yourself. Economic Forum video. Do your research. Yeah. But it was a great reset. Yeah. The way they want to reset everything. Everything. Yeah. But I'd say that the people who want the people who want the great reset are the ones who are in control now. The ones with all the money. The ones with all the power. But the ones with all the authority. And in their great reset, it doesn't affect them. They're not being resetted. They're not giving back the things that they plundered from other countries and other people. So the Great Reset is to reset how they deal with things, not for the benefit of people. But people are fooled and believe they're leaders. Well, I don't. If someone who talks about, or his dad talks about culling people, and he talks about it too, and your son talk about culling the population of Africa. Yeah, William, in his videos, people, you hear William talk about culling the population of Africa. William talk about that. Prince Philip talk about that. Prince Charles talk about that. They're always talking about Africa, and they don't want the third world to develop. Prince William said, it's a good thing that if Africa developed, but it'd be bad for the environment. You're not thinking about that when you got there rampaging and teething and everything. You know what I mean? So this great reset is to make sure that they eradicate. This is the great reset. Eradicate any opposition for independent thoughts of thinking. I've said this before in April and I'm saying it again. That's what this great reset's about. Yeah, fear mongering's about making people scared. So you just take your vaccine, do as you're told, go and die slowly. Yeah, you know, common sense people. Yeah, common sense. Yeah, tea break nearly over. Common sense tells you that if you are practicing experimenting on anything, you need to test it. And tests don't just go over in the whole world. Don't just test something for 3 months or 6 weeks. 3 months the most I'm gonna say that they had on it. Yeah. And then just give it to the world and you don't know what the long run is. And they're telling people that they're gonna have to have more than one injection. Yeah. And they're setting people apart. At some point, will they try and force you to have the vaccine against your own will? Maybe. And that's why we will be having these little tea breaks discussing these things. I'm coming to the end of my tea break. I pray the Most High Yah protects you, covers you in your day journey, yeah, and in your life. I pray that you have a relationship with something higher than you, like our Father, Yahuwah, the Most High Yah, and His Son, Yeshua, our Savior, the Word. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word became flesh and dwelt amongst us, and the world knew Him not, Yeshua. In the beginning, the Spirit of the Most High dwelt on the waters. Yeah, that's the Ruach, the Holy Spirit. Yeah, in the beginning was the Father. So you see, from in the beginning, it tells you about the Father, the Son, and the Ruach. So people who don't deal with the Most High, yeah, explain what's happening on the planet right now. Is this normal? What are you going to do when your own strength is gone from you and there's nothing that you can pull from yourself? What then? On that note, have a blessed day. Happy tea break. Shalom. Peace, y'all.